And news coming in from Chennai, the Madras High Court has set aside a decision taken by the previous AIADMK government to acquire Jayalalitha's Veda Nilayam bungalow in the posh Boys Garden area of Chennai to convert it into a Jaya Memorial. The AIADMK government had proposed to convert Jayalalitha's former residence into a memorial for Amma, for Jayalalitha herself. The Madras High Court is taking no nonsense. They've ordered that the bungalow be handed over, the whole property be handed over to the legal heirs of Jayalalitha, Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar, in a period of 3 weeks. Remember, there is already a huge Jaya Memorial on the Marina Beach right next to the MGR Memorial, which is an iconic tribute site to the departed leader. And the AIADMK government under EPS and OPS, their move to acquire Veda Nilayam and convert it into another Jaya Memorial has been scoffed at by the Madras High Court, who has struck down that effort and said, give that property to Jayalalitha's successors and their legal heirs, Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar. Here's what the legal heirs' lawyers have said.
Even after the court had declared Deepak and Deepa as legal heirs, the government did not hear them, or government did not give any opportunity for them to defend the proceedings. And therefore, there are procedural lapses, is one finding by the Honorable Judge. The other aspect is the word public purpose is not defined under the new Land Acquisition Act. So therefore, this will not, creation of a memorial will not come within the ambit of public purpose. There's a direction given to the Honorable District Collector to hand over the keys to the petitioners within 3 weeks.
Akshaya Nath with me live. She broke the story earlier today. Akshaya, this has been a contentious issue ever since the EPS government had made a move, on the Boys Garden residence, signaling that they would be converting it into an AIADMK memorial to Amma. And the Madras High Court has basically said, why would you need to do this when Jayalalitha already has a huge memorial on Marina Beach? And therefore, they've basically handed the advantage to Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar, who have been screaming from the rooftops about this since many years now, saying that this is a property that needs to come to her legal heirs, and therefore they are the winners today.
Shiv, Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar have had a very long battle as far as getting the legal heir status itself. Initially, there were multiple petitioners who came claiming that they were the real heirs of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. And while that battle for legal heir itself was going on for Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar, we had seen the Tamil Nadu government depositing close to 67 odd crores in a civil court and acquiring Veda Nilayam, stating that it will be a government property and will be converted into a memorial for AIADMK chief and the former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. But now we have seen that finally Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar have got a relief in this case. The Madras High Court has very clearly quashed the acquisition that was done by the former government or led by the AIADMK, and they've very clearly stated that what is the need for two memorials for a same person. Already there is a memorial for former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha in the Marina Beach. Why waste the taxpayers' money by creating a second one is the question that the court has raised in the court itself. And now we are also being told that within 3 weeks' time, this property will have to be handed over to Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar, and the two legal heirs are calling this as a huge success for them. Though it is a long battle that they had to fight, they're saying that finally they've got the justice that they wanted.
Akshay, what has happened with the house right now? I remember the court had earlier allowed, public to visit this house. So, since Jayalalitha's death, in many ways, it has been a kind of tribute site, hasn't it? Basically, all of that will come to an end now.
Well, Shiv, though the property was taken over by the Tamil Nadu government, the property was well guarded by the police officials and none of them were allowed inside. The place had been cordoned off and the entire plan of making it into a memorial was ongoing. But we need to remember that the site of Veda Nilayam is a very holy place for all the AIADMK followers, and we have seen many people going at least to the entrance, clicking a picture outside Veda Nilayam and returning. That was a very very common sight after the demise of former Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha. At the same time, Shiv, there were multiple contentions, even by the residents of Poise Garden, which is a very elite residential area, which is even where Mr. Rajnikant stays. So multiple petitions by the residents there were also there that they do not want a memorial in Veda Nilayam, the residents of J. Jayalalitha. So at this point of time, this is going to be a happy news for people in Poise Garden who had been against this interest of the government converting it into a memorial. And at the same time, well, for those AIADMK followers who thought they will be able to get a glimpse of what happens inside the former Chief Minister's residence, that will only remain a dream for them, Shiv.
Akshaya, thanks very much for getting us that big breaking story from Chennai. We'll keep track of all the developments. Deepa Jaikumar has spoken to India Today as well. We'll be getting into that story in just a bit to tell you what the impact is going to be on the ground. It's a big, very plush bungalow in Poise Garden, one of the most upscale parts of Chennai, where Jayalalitha lived her official life. It was her home. It is where she lived with Shashikala for many years as well. And now, since her death in 2016, there has been a huge tussle over the property. It is a property, the value of which runs into many, many, many crores. I mean, an untold value of crores. And now, all of that goes to Deepa and Deepak Jaikumar, her legal heirs. It will not be a tribute like the EPS government had wanted. Now remember, Jayalalitha passed away in December 2016 and she had gone to the Apollo Hospital in Chennai straight from her residence, which is the Veda Nilayam residence in Poise Garden in Chennai. And literally just a few days, Deepa Jaikumar, the niece of Jayalalitha, is with me on the phone line. She is the legal heir of the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and she joins me first and exclusive here on India Today. Deepa, first of all, congratulations on winning a long-fought case against the erstwhile Tamil Nadu government. Veda Nilayam, the Madras High Court has ruled, must be passed on to Jayalalitha's legal heirs, that is you and Deepak Jaikumar. Your first comments.
Hello.
Yes, Deepa, go ahead. Your first reactions.
Yeah, the first reaction I could say is I'm very happy with the judgment and we feel that justice has prevailed.
Were you expecting things to go in your favor because the AIADMK government had wanted to convert Veda Nilayam into a memorial for Jayalalitha?
No, not exactly. I wouldn't say that. I was not expecting anything to go in my favor. But basically what I would expect is things to, go in accordance with law. And in that sense, I think we are quite happy with whatever happened today.
Deepa, would you agree with what the court has said? I'm not asking you to comment on the judgment, but the court has said when Jayalalitha already has...
Your voice is not very audible. Your voice is not very audible.
Okay, I'll just try and be a little clearer, Deepa. I'm saying that the Madras High Court judge has basically said that Jayalalitha already has a huge memorial on Marina Beach. Where is the need for another memorial to her? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I do, because that's what the court has opinion in that way. And I think that's quite right, and it's quite fair that there is no need to have two museums.
May I ask?
In my view, it's only going to create a lot of confusion rather than, create anything presentable. It's only going to create a lot of confusion.
Deepa, may I ask, what do you plan to do with this property now? Once all the legalities are over, what do you plan to do with the Veda Nilayam? It was, after all, the home in which Jayalalitha spent her official life.
Keep it as it is. Keep it as it is. I think it's going to be, quite maintainable for the next 20 years. So I don't think anything needs to be done. So we're just going to keep it as it is at the moment.
Are you planning to move there or make any changes?
All those things we have to decide at a very later point because there is a legal course of action that we have to follow. So today we have the judgment, so that's fair enough, and we are quite happy with it. And the next part of it will be a long legal process. And then only we have to decide on what is to be done and who is going to stay there and how that.
You know, since this is a very emotive issue, Jayalalitha was your aunt, she was a mother figure to the AIADMK. Was this entire legal battle, looking back on it, Deepa, was it a very bitter battle?
Yeah, kind of. It was quite difficult for us in that sense. For me, especially, it was a very tough fight. So we had to put in all our efforts and all our time and everything. I mean, maximum we did. That's what I can say.
What was the low point of this battle? You know, may I ask? Because, you know, after Jayalalitha's passing away, the party seemed to split up in many ways. How was it handling all the different pulls and pressures within the party, and many of them pointed against you?
I really can't comment on what the ADMK was doing, because...
Can you hear me?
I don't know exactly what they were doing also. So, only from my point of view and my part of this, I can make any comments.
What was the low point of the last few years for you? You know, because this legal battle has continued non-stop. What was the low point for you, Deepa? What was the low point?
I'm not able to hear that.
I'm asking, what was the worst? If you can name me one thing that was, you know, did you ever think that this is a battle not worth fighting, and I just want to give up because you were up against a state government?
Not even in one place I thought like that, because even though I faced a lot of hassles, even from all aspects of this, I mean, from the political view, from the political angle, from the people's view, from those ADMK party cadres, from all angles, from all aspects, I had to fight, to put up a very tough fight. But I never even in one place thought it was easy. It's not worth of something like that.
Did you face any threats? Did you face any, coercion to drop this case? Character assassination, rumors were spread about you by some quarters. I'm not saying the government, but some quarters. Did you ever, face that during this legal battle, Deepa?
Do they ever what? I'm again saying it's not audible.
Okay. Deepa, I'll leave it there for the moment. We'll try and do a longer interaction with you about Veda Nilayam. But thank you for being with me and taking our questions on Deepa and Deepak Jayakumar, the legal heirs of Jayalalitha, being given the house by the Madras High Court. It will not be a memorial. The property worth crores of rupees in the upscale Poise Garden area of Chennai goes to Jayalalitha's legal heirs.